Hey Johnny, what's up? So I felt compelled to read your cards this morning. I went with a clarity spread. Basically this card represents your current situation, and these three cards are contributing factors to this situation. I also have my crystal help. Yes, I am reading your cards on my bed. This here is Rainbow Fluorite. This is Chevron Smoky Amethyst. And last but not least, Labradorite. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to catch the flash for you. All good third eye stones. Alright, so let's get started. Current situation. The Fool. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you are a fool. The Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana. And the Major Arcana are basically the cards that don't represent a suit, like Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. These are not those cards. These are the cards that represent the journey through the human psyche. And this is the very first card in that journey. So it represents, obviously, starting something new, but also being in a state of spontaneity, impulsiveness, you know, an air of innocence about you, kind of wanting to try new things and, you know, chase that next exciting moment. But yeah, not necessarily a bad card. It just means that, you know, you're going through the motions of trying to latch on to some new and exciting thing that maybe you haven't done before. Could be, I don't know, I'm kind of getting a, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm kind of getting a sense of, you know, the partier, the, you know, we'll try anything once, maybe even twice, you know, kind of thing. But definitely coming from a place of innocence and spontaneity and just ready for everything, ready for anything. So let's see what your next cards are. The Mother of Swords. All right. Usually when you get a card like this, like Mother or Son or Father, Queen, you know, that's like King, Queen, Jack, Page, if you want to think about it in, you know, regular terms. But this is the Mother of Swords. She is a very cynical person. Also, when you get these kind of cards, I think they refer to them as character cards. They usually represent a person in your life. So she is obviously, as you can see from her expression, a very cynical, dry person. She's very critical of everything, everyone, has trust issues, probably been through a lot, maybe widowed or divorced. I don't think she has any children. I could be wrong on that, but this person has seen some shit and probably isn't very stable mentally. If you can see from the illustration, she's balancing on the hilt of this sword that's sitting on its tip. So she's very careful. She's a very careful person, very cautious, and doing everything in her power to stay on top. Let's see. Oh, the Eight of Pentacles. This card I get all the time. For myself. Like, when other people give me readings or when I read for myself, it's always basically this card comes up. And I love it. I love spiders. I love the Eight of Pentacles. This card is basically about mastering your craft. This card is all about creativity. It's all about art and expression and, you know, doing things with your hands and, you know, utilizing your right side of your brain, if you will. But this card also encourages you to stay motivated with the things that you work so hard on. You know, when it comes to your projects, when it comes to your hobbies, when it comes to the things that make you happy. This card has nothing to do with your job. This card has to do with the things that make you happy. And this card is basically saying, get to work on those things. Go and paint. Go draw. Go make music. Go do whatever makes you happy. Because, you know, right now, you're probably not doing that enough. Alright. Okay. So, the Five of Cups. Well, damn. This card isn't the most positive. The words that come to mind when I see this card are grief and disappointment. It indicates a time of sorrow. Maybe a relationship may be falling apart, or an old friend is slipping away, distancing themselves. You have this deep sense of regret. I feel like it's probably about a person. But this card, I'm trying to think how to put this. Don't make hasty decisions based on this grief, based on, you know, whatever's going on in this situation here. Don't let yourself make bad decisions over it. Which ties into the first card, the Fool. The need to do something new, the need to, you know, get out there and have fun and do you. Don't go overboard because of this. Instead, focus on this. Focus on your hobbies, the things that make you happy. Don't focus so much on, you know, the party life and thing. And not saying that, you know, you do that, but I'm just going with what my intuition is telling me about this. Now, her, on the other hand, this person, I think, is causing you some stress, which is also bringing you to this area, wanting to, you know, go wild and, you know, I think maybe these two are connected, because she's just, look at her glaring right at you, Johnny, glaring her ass off. Who is she? Who is she? Well, anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll probably think of more things later, but there's a little shot of the whole thing so you can look at, screenshot, whatever. Anyway, I hope it helped. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I read differently than other people, but anyway, I hope you have a good day, and talk to you later.